Okay, I'm gonna do this again because, you know, why not? I got a different pattern up this time. Ugh. It seems clear on my end, but when it goes onto the stream, it looks a little more blurry than that's all right. Okay, so this one's got more of a pattern in it. It's distinctive. So, go to the red, go to the smooth. All right. So you can see there's like something going on here, like a wing. Something going on here that could be like a body, and that could be like a tail. So I'm gonna go for that kind of a thing. So it's probably gonna be like a bug, maybe? I don't know. Let's see how that comes out. So go up, follow that, come down. Oh, this one has like a jagged thing going. That's pretty neat. Okay. I'll do that. Make it bumpy. Okay. Follow that a little bit. We'll add in that. This one's got a lot of neat different weird things going on. So you can follow the pattern any way you see and get different things than me. Because I could have started anywhere on this and gotten something. So that's not bad. Looks like a wing already. Yeah. Okay, so then follow the black. That one looks like it's got a bit of a thing there. Okay. Do 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 do. It's my phone. Sorry. I should put it on silent when I'm streaming. Do you think that's enough or could go further down? I could go further down. Would that be too big? Let's find out. Go around here. That's not terrible. Outline it. So that's just by following whatever's on the pattern. Okay. Then we got use opposite color so you can see what you're doing, obviously, when you change the layer. Okay, let's make these like the eyes, maybe. Oops, did that a little wrong. That's okay. Eyeball. This is a weird looking thing so far. Kind of like a stingray body, maybe. I don't know. Here we go. So just follow the line going down here. Okay. So again, this is usually what I do all day. I find creatures in the patterns of things. It could be a couple images I blend together, or like, you know, I'm looking at, let's see, what one did I do? Dead Space. I took one of their weapons and made a creature out of it instead. So I used the outline, but I changed literally everything else about it and made it into a monster. Or I just use like um, the alien thing. Like I used just like the chess piece and then I created something else out of that. Or like a rib cage. So just taking patterns from something else and seeing what you can find. Sometimes it's fun. Okay, do this wing. This one doesn't have the jagged over here thing. Not as much anyway. Okay. It does have this, so that's kind of similar. All right. So I'm going to copy a lot of the lines that I might not use later because it might not work for the overall image, or I might change lines after this, add in my own little details, or I might keep it the same depending on how it comes out. Yeah, this is looking cute so far. I don't think cute is the right word, but I'm gonna use it. Okay, it's got that thing going on. It's got a little wibbly wobblies here. Okay, coming out. Doing some lines, some squiggles. So you don't even have to be good at drawing for this part. So I'm literally just tracing the pattern from the thing here. Ooh, words. This is a countertop thing. That's all I used to get the background here. So it can be tiles on the floor, patterns on a wall, patterns on a picture that you see. As long as you don't, if you're using a picture, you can't keep the image the same. You have to change it. It can't be recognizable as what it was. Otherwise, that's like you're just copying somebody else's shit, and that's not good. You don't want to do that. But you can take like a portion of it and make it into something else, which is one of the things I like to do. But now that I've gone to doing this, I just the patterns on the floor or the counters, they come up with really neat things. A lot of the times, though, it's things you've seen before, like dinosaurs or dragons, or come up a lot, and cats, large cats, like lions and stuff. One was an elephant. I saw a clear elephant on the pattern. That's what you want to not do. Like, you don't want to do like the normal, typical, oh, look, there's a cat here. You want to create something weird and unusual because it makes it more fun. Okay, just make the tail a bit thicker. I'm going to come out and follow this because it comes down a bit more. Move it up. Oh, that can do like a little, like an X spike there. Here we go. That's fun. And some of the stuff, like, if I look at it, it has shading, and sometimes it's the perfect spot, and sometimes it's just not even. But that's okay. Again, it doesn't have to be perfect because this is just a rough draft. We're going to go over it again and see what we can make of it. So your lines don't have to be spot on. You can always reference this again when you're going over drawing the regular image. All right. Get the wings. I think this might... Oh, we get the weird eyes. I think I might be able to come out with... No, I think that's it. All right, so I'm going to close that layer. Oops, close the first layer. So this is what I came up with. What? I don't know. Open another layer. Change the color. Now you can change the color to something like blue or green or black. Doesn't matter which. But I usually like to go black next. Blue if I'm not happy with the image and I want to change a lot. Which I think I could edit some of the stuff out here. So I'll just do blue for now. Okay, so I'm going to keep the head part, which is this right here. I'm going to add a little bit of a line. I'm going to keep the eye things because I think that's funny. I'm just going to fix it though so they're the same or similar. Eyes, hi. And then like a little bit of a bump under there. Some lines. Keep that. Okay, so we got the basic outline of the head. So we'll keep the body like that, I think. Okay. Okay, so this is all the way down to the tail. Oh, see? I already messed it up. That's alright. I'll keep that way. So it has the sharp edge look to it. Okay. While you're doing this part, you can add in more details of the ones you want to keep and just not copy the ones you don't want to keep. Make make that like a sharp point. No, I think I might just take that off entirely and come down more like that. This doesn't flow right. So I'll switch that up a smidge. Okay, I like that. Okay, well I gotta have legs, so that's probably gonna be like we can change that into a leg. We'll do that. Okay. We'll do that. So it separates a little bit from the rest of it. Okay, so now we have this weirdly shaped thing. Okay. So this one has got a good starting point for here for the wings. Okay, I'm gonna come down more there. Okay, we'll start here. It's not bad. So this one stops around here and goes in. So we can do the same, but here. Then it's gonna come back out again. Here. Okay. Go back in again. We'll do that here. And then come back out again here. So we got 3 base wings. So far our creature is looking funky. Okay. Alright, see all the little red lines now? We're going to add some details into the creature. So you could add make this a texture for the body and texture for the wings. See which ones you want to keep, which ones you don't want to keep. So for the head, I kind of like that it does this little thing here. It's like a pattern on the body. So I can keep that. And then when I go over it in black, I'll try to make it so the lines are a bit better. Not so, I don't know, oddly shaped. Maybe take this and come in a bit more here. So that matches a bit more. So erase that. And then bring this down a smidge more so it matches the other side. If you're not good with symmetrical and you're doing the same thing on both sides, you can use the mirror tool and it'll mirror exactly what you're doing. Look at that. So if I draw a line over here, it's going to draw the same line over there. Let's do it so you can see it. But I'm not doing that. I'm gonna. Okay, so that can look like a face almost right here. I like that. Bleh. Bleh. Like he's got kind of tentacles on his face. Okay, so then we're gonna go into the wings. This one can point up more. It's a little flat here. I think it should be pointed. So this is what I mean. Like you're gonna use your own imagination at some points. Oops, I went in the wrong spot. To make it look slightly different, or like if you like the original design, you can keep it exactly the same. All up to the drawer. But this is my process, anyways. Okay, so I like to keep the weird edge around when I'm doing wings like this. They're not exactly butterfly wings, but they're not exactly not. Okay. So this wing's boring. There's nothing to it. This one's got like a fuck ton going on. So it's like this little circle thing here. So we'll add that over here. Little swirlies. There you go. It's not exactly the same, but it's close. So we're gonna give a detached part for the wings here. That way it's separate from the body. So you can see where we're going. This is where we are so far. This is my weird ass creature. Okay. The best part is when you can finally see what you're doing and what it's coming out to look like. And if you don't like it, you can always change it. And if you like parts of it, you can just add a different layer and do a different color. Okay. The trick is to remember what layer you're on, because more than once I've gotten this far and realized I'm still on the red layer and I have to undo everything I did if I don't want to have the red behind it. Oh, that, let me tell you, is less than ideal. Okay, let's add a couple different lines in there. Give the body some more. Let me think. I'll do that here. It's like a little mini rib cage kind of a thing. Do that there. Okay, let's see where we should add more. Probably like right here. Okay, maybe right here. Well, that doesn't look like the axe head anymore, so let's fix that. And then we should do one over here. Okay. There we go. Then add little details in. Devil's in the details, you say. Because that makes the image better. So you can add color if you want at this point, shading, whatnot. For shading, I just move down the bar and make the line weight thicker, and then just go around the edges. Yeah. If you go one pass, it's one color. If you go over it again, it's a little darker. Yeah, like that. You can do that. It's a little too thick. I'm going over. Okay, so I want those to be in shadow. That here along this edge. That here along here. Oh, I'll raise the thickness back up for the wings. See, this one's too dark. Gotta redo it. It's the one thing I like about the drawing tablet is the erase or the undo button. The undo button is probably my favorite. Instead of having to use an eraser, you still see kind of the image. It's not fun at all. Okay. Bring some of that out here. Okay. Definitely here. Here we go. And there's this R. Looks like a snail butterfly. I'll add some regular line in the top one because there's nothing else there. There we go. And then a little bit here too. So now we have a creature. So now, my next favorite thing. Shh. This is the cheating part. So you go in. Oh, I didn't save it. Hello. Export your image to device storage and save it. Saved. Then you go to Chat GPT, add your photo, and to create a realistic creature from the image. Enter. And then it creates the image for you. Usually it takes like a couple seconds, but this is the one I did earlier. It's like an octopus bird head. It's upside down. Let me do that. Here we go. Here we go. No, that came out of one of the drawings I did earlier. I know it's weird, but that's okay. Not all of them are winners, but all of them are fun. So like you can tell it's generating. It needs to think about it, and then this is one I did earlier too. This is all from the tabletop countertop. Okay, so here's what ChatGPT thinks our image is. What do you think? There we go. Now we have an alien bug. And if you don't like it, you can be like, okay, change the color. I don't like the color. You can say change the texture, give it some fur, do this, do that, whatever. But I kind of like this guy, so I'm going to keep it. So then I'm going to go to Meshy and upload it. This is my messy page. Open. Oh, I didn't download it from Chat GPT. Hello, dumbass. Download. Put it into my Meshy. Browse. Images. Downloads. Oh, it doesn't have it? Close that. Meshy. Go back. There we go. Select a file and then generate. And then it generates my 3D image. As you can see, I already have one already generated from before. That's a knight that is for a chess set. And then it does that, and then you can texture it. And it'll make the texture that ChatGPT made it. And if you don't like that, you can always find another picture and use that as your textures. So you can color in your image, and then it will be, here's your 3D model, and then I send it to the printer and it prints. So that's my process. Okay, so let's see. And that's all from this, So there we go. Now, there we have it. Let's see what else I can get from here. Okay. So if you look at it upside down, it looks like this is a pterodactyl. Oh, all right. You know what? So I usually do red to start, blue to edit, and then black to finish. But if I'm confident with the image, I'll just switch from red to black. Okay, so I'm gonna follow this line here and see what else we can come up with. Oh, look at that. Like wormy tendrils coming out. Okay. This is just something I do for fun. It's a little hobby I have. I like creating weird, creepy monsters. H.R. Geiger, he's the guy who did the Alien and Alien movies. Um, and he has very distinctive style, like biomech, human-ish. It's pretty cool looking, don't get me wrong. Oh, so I like to kind of do some of that too, if I can. And if I'm struggling and I don't know what I want to do, sometimes I'll just browse through my old stuff and see if I can change it and fix it. Oh, oh. This one's kind of bird-like, maybe. A lot of bird things in this one. You see a lot of wings. And the other one I did, there was a lot of fish-looking things. This one kind of be fishy too. Um, I do this for, I don't know, maybe 10 hours a day. Sometimes longer, sometimes not. This is what I do. And I try to come up with something different each time. I don't want to do the same thing every time. So that's why I like the different patterns, because I can get probably maybe 10, 12 images just from this one picture of a countertop. The problem with that though is eventually the patterns repeat. So you can only use so much of the countertop. Same thing with floor tiles. Eventually the patterns repeat. But sometimes it's a good thing because they repeat in different sizes and different angles, and you get different things without even realizing it. So make you remember, like you can turn it around and you get something different from the same thing we just did. Oh, look, I can kind of see a creepy face right here. I'm just gonna stop this one for a second. So we got this going on. Ah, you see it? It's kind of a haunted face. Oh, oh. Bone. Oh. Okay, I'll stop. Go back to what I was doing. Okay, so what do we got going on so far? I never changed it back to the right layer. Okay. Do, 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 do. I don't want to go too further up on that one, so I'll leave that one. Then again, no. Hmm. Sometimes I get stuck on an image and I can't go further. Like I don't see anything in the patterns. So then I try to make something out of what I have. So right now I have that. Hmm. What can I do with that? That is a great question. I don't know. And then sometimes they fail. So it doesn't come out exactly the way you want. Or it doesn't come out to be anything. That's kind of sad. You did all that work and you don't see anything. It's nothing comes out, but I like it because if I don't see it now, I'll see it later. And then I'll just add on something to make it work. But, sometimes the images just refuse to work and what comes out just doesn't make any sense. And it's just like, oh, no. I created a thing. And everybody's like, what is it? It's a thing. It has no name. It's just a thing. It doesn't resemble animal, bird, plant, or other. It's just a thing. Okay, kind of like that. The head. Okay. Then, this one's a little tricky. Got this weird whoosy what's it at top. Be like a hairdo? Sure. Make it like featheries. Okay. You can do that. Add more of that. Ba, 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 ba. Look, he has a mohawk. Ah. Okay. Curly. Okay, so now we gotta do something for the body. Oops. I forgot to pin. So, this is a mistake I make all the time. I go up and down here just by touching it so it changes the line weight. And I'm like, what? No, I didn't mean to do that. Or width, like how thick the line is. Okay. You're gonna have that on here, and that can be there. That'll be it. Oh, yeah, and that can be feet. Look at that right here. Oh, your toes going one weird way, buddy. Oh, mm-hmm. Okay. That'll be like a tail, I guess. Okay. Tail. Okay, and then fingers. Oh, there we go. Now we're cooking with fire. Here we go. There's a thing. We have officially a thing. Could put that down the other foot. The body here. Okay. What's this gonna be? Like a weird neck piece? I don't know. I'm drawing on the wrong layer. Motherfucker. See? This is why you do separate layers for everything. Whatever. Okay. I'll have to maybe change that or get rid of it. Give them different patterns. Alright. Add a layer. Change the color. Beep. And go over it again so I can have a final number on what I'm doing. Okay. So here we go. Draw that. Add some little squiggles. Squiggles are the best. If you don't know what to do, just add a squiggle. You know, to be good at drawing. Drawing is something you can learn. Like over time, you'll get better with practice. My art teacher said drawing is not a talent, it's a skill. Anybody can learn it. Mhm. Which at the time I was like, "Aw, I thought I was good at something." I mean, I am, but that's not the point. I could do better if I didn't rely on AI for the stuff now. I have drawings that I did in the past that are way better than what I'm doing right now. And also, I have never been drawing from the mind before. I have to have a reference picture to draw when I draw. This is just tracing, so I don't think you could call it drawing. Okay. It's like a baby wing or something. I don't know. All right. Get the feet. That could be like a back foot, front. Okay. Okay. And then the arm. There we go. This finger's kind of giant there. Let me make it smaller. Then we have like a weird bird thing. Okay, let's see what we got. Okay. Oh. Okay, so since it looks like it's probably a bird, I'm gonna make this into a wing or something. Okay. Yeah. This is what I mean. Like if you don't know where to go from there, just add whatever you think makes the picture look better. I could have made that like a bat wing or like a spike and just spike the rat down the body. Which is kind of not a terrible idea. I kind of like that. Ooh, ooh, this is a bad wing. But I know what I mean. There we go. There's another creature from that weird pattern. This is what I do all day. It's a panda. Panda. That's my text tone for panda. If you hadn't noticed. Panda. It's a panda. All right. So then you add a little bit more details to um, make it a little bit more, give them some more dots here, I think. That out. A line here to support that. A line here. Then add that. Close that. Just make it an indent like that. Yeah, that works. So now we have a weird bird thing. What color should we make it? That's a great question. I don't know. I think it would look pretty with blues and pinks, like pastels. It could be like a goth bird, like red and black. Okay. I'm gonna just shade that one out because that's the back foot. It's gotta show that it's the back foot by making it shaded. Give this guy a little bit of shaded too. Some lines. Okay. Okay, we're coming together. Whee! Creepy bird thing. Yeah, if you want to go crazy, you can try to add all the details to the feathers, or just hints of details to the feathers. I'm just doing hints and details because drawing all those feathers, bleh, that would take too long. And I'm not doing that today. All right. Add a little bit under here. Here we go. All right. I think we're pretty good. So I'm going to export that. Device storage, save. And that's it. Then we go back and see what else we can find. Oh, look at that. Did you see that? Same spot, different thing. Oh, I forgot to change it to the bright color. Okay. So I'm just gonna do this, that. That. Kind of looks like a bug. A bug, a bug. It's bug alarms. Bug, bug, bug. Bug, bug, bug. Icky bug. Oh, here's another leg. Creepy bug. Give it like a segmented body here. Do that there. Now we have a bug with the same spot, but not entirely. So, okay, look at that. There we go. Creepy bug from the same spot, but slightly different. Should I give it antenna? Yeah, why not? Okay. There we go. I kind of like that. Oh, I made it like light, but I don't think I need to change too much. Okay. Add a bit more here. Okay. Like a bug eye. There we go. And we have a bug. Same thing. Great. So neat how many things you get out of the same thing. Thanks for sitting around watching me draw and listen to me babble. You have a good night. Oh, you know what? We'll put that into Chat GPT so you can see it. Export. The other one too. All right. Let's not have a good night. Okay, so chat. Add a photo. The bird one. I've done this so many times that it automatically has the text in that I want to use. Do another chat. Add the other one, the bug. Okay. Okay. So it's going to create those. Usually takes 30 seconds or 40 seconds, depending on, look at the first one we did. Oh, it's so blurry. I wish it wasn't that blurry. There we go. Nope, now it's back to blurry. Whatever. You get the idea. All right, let's see what we got. Anything come up yet? Thinking. Not yet. So it's thinking. Crafting a prompt. Oh, there's a preview. All right. So this is the bird. Oh, that came out cute. Look at that. Oh, good job. Okay. So we said Gothic colors, so we're gonna go back and edit. Change the color to black and red. Okay, let's see what the other one came out like. Okay, and this is our bug. Honestly, that's hilarious. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna tell it maybe to change the texture to more bug-like. change the texture to black titan os. How do you spell that? There we go. Material. Thank you. Autocorrect. All right, let's see. This is the black and red version of our bird. Oh, that's cute. I like that. Look at that. Hi. Nice. See, that all came from the little red thing. Look at that. The final result. Oh, is the black and red one. What do you think? That's pretty cool. So even if you can't draw, you have AI to help you. Nice. Okay, there's the bug and a bug texture. Well, I should say make the wings like clear or whatever. There you go. Keep forgetting it's backwards. All right, there we go. Those are our creations for the day. Thank you for watching and have a great night.